Hello, I'm down here at Blacklick, Pennsylvania. I'm going to be doing the Ghost Town Trail, showing you guys a preview of the Fool's Run 5K course today. It's an out and back course. We're going to go out 1.45 miles because the start and finish are not on the same spot. Give you a quick little view. This is where you're going to be coming in at through the parking lot. There's some more parking way down there in the grass. There's a pavilion where registration is going to be, big bib pickup and whatnot. And the finish line is going to be over there. But we're going to go over and go to mile 0, which is the start of the race, real quick. There's some bathrooms right there. So as you see straight ahead, we got some signs. It's for the Ghost Town Trail / Hoodlebug. But right beside it here is mile 0 of the Ghost Town Trail. This is where the race is going to start. All right, to get you a good view here. All right, start my watch. So we started at mile 0, and again we're going to go out 1.45 miles, turn around. So the start of the race, we got a quick little scenery here. We got an overpass at the road that you come in on, and then we got a bridge right behind that. You see the gate in front of us that we're going to go around. It's actually going to be open for race day. It's just closed now so vehicles and such don't come through and tear up the trail. Go over the bridge right now. This Ghost Town Trail is a 32-mile extension, starting in Blacklick, Pennsylvania, and ending in Evansburg, Pennsylvania. That's the main branch. There's a couple other branches along the trail that add to it. Basically, it goes through old mining towns and steel industry and some old coke ovens. You'll see a few if you go the whole way through the trail. But the trail itself is a nice rail trail. It's usually pretty well taken care of. Right now we're just coming off of winter, being March 25th. So you're gonna see a little bit more little sticks and branches and such. It might not be as smooth as it will be in a couple more weeks once it gets warmer. It gets pretty hard once the weather gets a little better. But the start of the race, on the right hand side you got the creek. Left hand side you got some old rail cars and some rusty machinery or building parts. All right, so we're a half mile into the race. We got 24 feet of ascent with no descent. You're pretty much running uphill the whole time on the way out. Nothing major. Got a couple pillars to your right hand side now from old bridges. There's a plaque with some history on it if you want to take a look. Shouldn't do that during the race though. But the incline on the way out, it's really not going to burn your legs. It's really not significant at all. GPS on this trail can be spotty at times. There's really not a lot of good service in this area. Plus we're in a little bit of a valley. You'll see mile marker 1 coming in the view on your right hand side. Since we started at mile 0, this will mark mile 1 of the race. So we are at 44 feet of ascent with no downhill, no descent right now. Again, it's all uphill on the way out. If you do a lot of the trail, you'll notice a mile marker at every mile. Same design, so you know what to look for. Got some beaver activity coming up on your right hand side. They were pretty active this winter. All right in here. Give you a quick little view. This is your turnaround. 1.45 miles into the race with 60 feet of gain, no descent. Again, it's an out and back, but the start and finish are two different spots. We'll say 2/10. So that's why we're only going out 1.45 miles for the 5K of the Fool's Run. So now that we've done all that 60 feet of gain, we're gonna go downhill 60 feet. So you should be able to relax a little bit, run a little faster with all that free speed from going downhill. Just lean into it a little bit. Not that it's a great decline, but it's just enough where you could run faster, easier without having to really push yourself. There's the mile marker 1 on your left hand side now, which signifies on the way back 1.9 miles now, since we turned at 1.45. So at the 2 mile mark, 60 feet of gain, 22 feet of down. So we still got 40 feet of descent to go this last mile. Well, 1.1 miles. The Ghost Town Trail itself is pretty friendly, has a friendly atmosphere, so when you see other people on the trail, if you come out to visit, make sure you give them a head nod, a wave, just acknowledge them a little bit, give them a smile. You might encounter a few on the trail biking or running, walking, rucking, or whatnot while you're racing. Also leave no trace behind, so don't be throwing trash along the trail. It's kept in a pretty good condition. Really don't ever see any trash on it. You can probably see the old rail cars and the old rusty machinery and buildings and such on your right hand side now. You'll be able to see them a little bit better since you're closer to them now. It's easier to view them on the way back than it is on the way out. And now we're at 2.5 miles into the race, 60 feet of gain, 34 feet of descent. So start thinking about what you're going to be doing the rest of the race, since we got about a half mile to go. This little shack thing, bridge road access, whatever you want to call it from back in the day, marks roughly a half mile left in the course. So start taking stock, well, a little bit before then, what you're going to do. You're going to pass somebody, hold off somebody, go faster, go for a time. Maybe you want to go for a PR. Maybe you're having a rough go of it. Maybe you're going to hang back a little bit. Whatever the case may be, now is the time to make that decision and start implementing it. Across the bridge. Again, this gate will be open for the race. So when you come up to mile 0 on your left hand side with along the other signs, you got 2 tenths left in the race. So if you're going to turn and burn, do a little kick, maybe try to catch that PR, that person in front of you. Maybe somebody's coming up from behind, holding them off. Now's the time to make that move when we make this right hand turn. We're going to keep going across this little parking lot, asphalted area. There's some arrows on the ground that are reddish, orange, pink, whatever. They're a little faded, so it's kind of hard to tell what they were. on this back little extra loop, whatever you want to call it, in Saylor Park. This is the park we're in. We're in Saylor Park. And we're going to be coming up on the finish line. Right here. Oop. Slow down real quick. You'll see the F on the ground if you want to come out and practice next couple of days. Oop. So I got 60 feet of gain, 70 feet of descent. That's because that last 0.2 miles we come down, it's actually a decline. So remember that. You got a little bonus of a couple extra feet downhill. Again, there's the pavilion, a closer look of where bib pickup will be, registration, where the awards and such will be. There's going to be some parking over here in the grass. There's a road that goes up along this fence to that upper parking lot. And that would be your Fools Run 5K course put on by the Indiana Road Runners. Hope to see you there.